I don't know if anybody wants to watch these or not, or if I'm just wasting all my time. We'll do it anyways because I want to show what it looks like. And the fact that this thing works out here is amazing. This is Death Valley. The hottest recorded temperature on Earth ever was in this area, and it's actually hot right now. It's 70 degrees right here, and you can feel the sun beating down. It's 2 o'clock, and it looks like Mars. I just passed so much crazy stuff. All this stuff is crazy. I mean, it's desert, so it's nothingness, but it's crazy because it's nothing. Are they really episodes if you just pump them out that much? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe this whole thing is one giant episode. I doubt it. This is the RV Pirate, and this is episode 25, I think, or we're calling it that. From Death Valley, it's hot. Vehicles are breaking down. I could not imagine. It's been freezing everywhere else I've been. Now it's hot. It changes a lot. I mean, it wasn't that. It was still pretty cold in Arizona. So I imagine the pioneers. The spot that I just passed was insane. I wish I would have been showing that. I was on the phone with my mom. Next rest area is 25 miles, and there's probably nothing between here and there but dead. Everything's dead. The whole area before, though, was these black rocks. That it's just like I could not imagine having a covered wagon and trying to make it through there. I feel like your horse and your carriage would break. The problem is that it's slow going in the desert, so it does not look like anything's coming close. So where I just came from was like the last stuff for a while, unfortunately. I've been driving all day. I'm supposed to be on the news tomorrow. How weird is that? Nope, there's stuff. What are some other topics? I was sitting there talking about movies. You want to just talk about anything? Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus. I'll just bring it up every time. If you don't want to hear about it, then you're gonna hate this. If you hated that movie, well, I don't know what to tell you. Most people didn't see it. Most people have no idea. Most people, most people. Wow, look at this stuff. Oh my god. Historic Route 66. Look at this place wrecked. This looks crazy. And my phone holder's being weird. That wouldn't surprise me though. Look at that thing. Oh, that's a rundown gas station. Wow, and there's the spray paint. Look at that. Sketchy business is happening over there. And there's all these truck stops, and these are legit or whatever, but you never know. It all feels kind of, everything feels sketchy around here because there's so many drug trafficking and so much sex trafficking and so many illegal immigrants hopping the border and stuff that this is all. If you see buildings, there's always probably some sort of sham to them because there has to be for all those different industries to exist and be thriving around here and making billions of dollars. And they know this. They all know this. Everyone knows this. Are we on Mars or what? Yeah, we are. This is nowhere. I don't know if they actually have signs that say Death Valley or not. I know I'm in the Mojave, and I know I just read something that says it's between here and something else. Maybe I'm not near that other something. That could be. I might be wrong. Southeastern California, though, which is where I'm at. I would think. I would think it's got to be around. This is it. I mean, it doesn't really matter if this isn't it. This is about as death as a valley gets, anyways, right? I'm in my T-shirt now. The temperatures change. It's a whole different world. It's only been one day. I've driven 8 hours today. For those who are paying attention. Well, I haven't driven it yet. I plan on driving it. And then I got a bunch of stuff I got to get done. No time. No time at all. I may or may not get to California at like 6. When the sun goes down, I may be in Seaport Village watching the sun go down if I'm lucky. Or not. I wish I would have shown all those rocks. What a bummer. I was on the phone. That was the spot. That's why I went live. I went live and nothing's going on now. Because the desert has a whole lot of nothing, as you can see. But then there's a lot of crazy stuff, and then a whole lot of nothing. Like, if you go over to those mountains, that's crazy, right? But if you go nowhere near them, it's really boring. It's hot, and it's not. It's the coldest everywhere. Crazy world. $7 gas. That's crazy world. That is a crazy world. That's the most highest gas I've ever seen. I paid $6.50, and it's gonna get worse. What are we doing? Look at that backdrop, right? Pretty insane. Like that mountain right there. It's just nothingness. The last part I went through was just so much more interesting. Like the landscape, these areas change so much. They go from dunes into red rock, into black rock, into mountains, and just crazy cactuses. And this is a crazy drive. People were not meant to be out here. I can tell you that. Like, it's pioneers. You just got to think about people in covered wagons. I'll bring it up all day because that's the only thing I think about is Wild West. I think I saw a snake. You see that? Probably was. There's rattlesnakes all over here. It was a dead snake, by the way. There's another train over there. Oh yeah, I feel like I got lucky. I didn't see any elk with all the elk signs. I saw dead ones though. I saw dead ones. I can't believe this stuff actually works out here. Give it up to all the people that made these pieces of technology work, which is a whole lot of different people in combination. I'm testing out all kinds of technology right now. This whole thing is like a weird setup. See that train just going? Look at the industry. Making America work. People did. I wonder how many people that like you go 2 feet off that freaking road and it is no one's gonna find you ever. Scary. And then you go by those buildings that are abandoned, covered in spray paint that look like, you know, cartel and gangs and bad things. And they look, right, like dried out river systems. Seem like a weird pathway for things. No one ever talks about like how brutal driving can be on you. Like the vibration on your hands and on your knees. Like I don't have cruise control in my car, so my RV, so I'm just pushing on the gas all the time. But you like that nice job right there. My beater. It's nice, isn't it? Out in the middle of nowhere. Oh yeah. I wonder if the video was delayed. You see, you won't know it's delayed if you're not looking at my face. But if you're looking at my face, you'll notice. So maybe that's part of this is just pointed away. Is this a podcast? Is this a podcast? Tell me what this is. This should be like one guy doing like 12 hours of podcast in one day and then saying he had 12 hours worth of podcast. It's like, I don't know, man. Were those really planned out? No. I just went in the desert and hooked up my stuff and went for it. Which is really what it's about, anyways. So many people I know want to be a content creator, but they either don't have ideas or they don't do it. Because you don't even have to have ideas. Sometimes it's just about doing stuff. And I mean, I'm not saying I've had that much success, really, but I feel like a success by just doing stuff. Lava rocks. Here we go. We're going into black rocks again. Those are lava rocks. That makes sense. And there's like meteors that have been hit out here because they have signs about it. Wow, is that lava rock? All that black rock is lava. I was driving right through that stuff earlier, not paying attention on the phone. I'm pretty impressed by the ability to be able to live stream this stuff. I wonder, there's probably a lot of truckers that have podcasts. I mean, unless you can't do this as a trucker, you're not allowed. I mean, I guess if you're a private contractor, they can't stop you. Because then you can just drive around and you talk about whatever. Like if I had real topics picked out, then you could actually just sit here and talk. It's no different than what Steve-O did. Steve-O invented it. I'm not really inventing the format here. Steve-O's wild ride at points was originally supposed to just be him driving in his vehicle and interviewing people. And he did that a little bit, but most of the time he didn't. Probably because it's not always a good idea. But it would be fun. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. In all reality, I'm doing that. No, I'm kind of half-assing it. Or am I? I have a microphone hooked up. Sort of. Totally. Look at that black rock. Unless that's just a shadow. I can't tell if that's not a shadow of a cloud or if it's just black. That's crazy. Is that the word of the day? I think so, because this has all been pretty bonkers. I'm going to lose my voice and not be able to talk tomorrow if I keep doing live streams like this. I'm going hard. I go hard, man. We'll do this, and then I'll get a little relaxation before the weekend. Actually, I won't get much relaxation, but I'll get like a day. And I'll show you guys around the RV park that I'm at, maybe. Now I'm starting to feel like I need to worry about safety a little bit. I might not show you guys the RV park for a while. I might not talk about it. Man, it's pretty crazy. That's the only thing I can say. Trains with coal on them. Gas is going up, up, up. It's going to keep going up because of the war. This is America. Wild West. Americana. I mean, none of this, unless we go near those black rocks. I'll wait a little bit. I have no problem streaming all the time. I'm not doing anything else anyways, right? I'm listening to music other than this. So, look at all this stuff. Lot of nothing. Now we're going to go over a hill and see a whole different vantage point. Things are going to change again, probably. That's what's cool about this. Is the horizon. You, like, change directions and everything changes. I mean, there's steam coming over the ground over there. Is that, like, volcano? Or is it on fire? Maybe that was all on fire. Huh. Are those the California fires? Is that's a thing? Huh. That would not surprise me. Okay, well, this is the middle of nowhere, and I didn't show you guys what I was trying to show you, but that's okay. You can kind of see some of the rocks sometimes, but it got really crazy back there. It might get crazy again up here with the mountains. If you want to wait a little bit, it might happen. Might as well try to make it interesting. The Mojave Desert. Like the game Fallout. Because it takes place in the Mojave part of it. We'll go over this hill, and if nothing happens in this next transition, that'll be the end. But I spent a lot of time saying I'm going to hang up and end the live stream, and it's really funny because then I never do. It's like a big teaser thing. Is that how I keep you hanging? But I honestly think something cool is going to happen when I do it, and sometimes it does. Nope. I mean, more of nothing. I just saw these like hills and stuff. You never know. One more. No one's supposed to be out here. I mean, this drive seems psychotic, you know? Everybody that made it over to the west in the wild days were crazy. People are still crazy. I feel like I'm not sure if I'm quite in Death Valley yet or if this is, I don't know. I think you can tell when you're there. I don't have any idea. I mean, it feels like that. It's somewhere around here. All right, well, that's it. Goodbye. Go on an adventure. Do something cool. Live your lives. Pull up next to semis. All right, guys. Go on the road. Live. Be a pirate, but don't steal people's stuff. Steal the moment. Oh, there's some poetry garbage. All right, guys. Have fun. Route 66. Get your kick.